A great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Makes the catch. It's McCutcheon. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And that one could serve a lot of purposes. You knock all the butterflies out, you get your first completion.
Yeah, and I agree. Well, you know, the first completion, you get hit, and I always loved it as a player on the first drive to when you got hit, you got that out of the way, you get the butterflies out of the way, then you kind of settle and you realize, all right, this is just football.
Running behind that left side. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Longhorns are flying down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to throw it again. The sure hands, it's Baxter. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I like the running back there on the route that patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Here's the pressure. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
How about this defense?
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will get the ball for the first time. It'll be 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't complete the... Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the catch. And they'll stop. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the 3 ball locks us up as we get closer to the half. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield very late in the half. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Baxter. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He unleashes a long one. Fires it incomplete.
Now, 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Rifles it down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect 1st half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth in the feeling out process. And now once you get to the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
They kick it away on 4th down. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Let's go! One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
The Longhorns will come to the line to convert on 4th down. The throw. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
To the ground with the back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to the play.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion. You've got to do a better job up front. Blocking, couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
They'll move the wide receiver. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's Wingo. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Just keep slinging it. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Snap it to the back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Texans! They've got the lead here on the football.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Army has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they parachuted the ball into Michie Stadium, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by just 2 over North Texas. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just been his day. Nowhere to run. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. The RPO, it's complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Rebels are on the move. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they work right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Ready? 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Quick completion on the out route. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. The give to the tailback. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
I really like what I see from this offense with the lead in the fourth quarter, and they're moving the sticks. This is now the sixth play of the drive, and they've been able to stay on, bleed clock. They want to just continue doing exactly what they're doing right now.
The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Finding an escape route. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wideout. Good jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The Longhorns need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Not sure why they want to throw. Gets rid of it. Complete out of the backfield. He's not even going to get close. Knocked out of bounds well behind the first down marker.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is